What's up guys? So finally invested in a camera, as you can see. Today's a pretty interesting day. Aiming for a 1500 total. So I've got a full squat, bench, and deadlift day. Squat, I'm looking to hit 600 for a light single, which is a good feeling now. Like I feel like I don't feel the need for spotters for 600 now, which is, yeah, that feels good. But today I came to TFX instead of like my usual go-to gym, Iron Core, just because I wanted to test the camera out and well-lit environment. Like Iron Core's nice, but there's like no windows in there. It's all, you know, fluorescent lights and whatnot. This place has got basically the whole side is like, it's like half glass, so there's a lot of natural light coming in. So it's a really nice, well-lit gym. Plus I still got the signature Hansu rack here that I can train on, which is awesome. But yeah, I think that's all I have for now, and I'm gonna start warming up for squats. All right, I don't know what just happened. I think I accidentally recorded in slow motion. I'm still kind of getting the hang of this camera, so bear with me for a little bit. But basically what I was saying was, got a good night's sleep last night, about 7 hours, which is average for me. Honestly, about the best I can usually get, so I'm happy with it. Feeling pretty good. Woke up at like between 203 and 204, which is like a perfect body weight for me to feel good. Like anything less than that, and I start to feel a little bit like victim weight. Weights start to feel a little bit heavier. So that's like a perfect weight for me to feel good. By the way, I did forget to mention, this is my Road to Regional series. So I'm currently in prep for USAPL Southeast Regionals in South Carolina. So I'm as of today, I'm about 15 days out. So this is like the second heaviest SBD session I'll have before that meet. But yeah, I'm excited. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the camera. So I picked this camera out because I actually have a little bit of photography experience, but it's mostly with like taking pictures. I don't really have any videography experience. So I knew like a little bit, but I kind of just I didn't want to get like a camera with an interchangeable lens, because I just wanted a fixed lens. I didn't really want to have to worry about that unless I really start getting into this. So I just got a fixed lens, because you can honestly get a better lens that way without getting a camera with like a kit lens or getting a camera body and then buying like a really expensive lens. So I just got one with a fixed lens that has a good lens, and it's got like a bigger f-stop, which basically means that it can bring in more light basically, and it can add a little bit more background blur. Frame is also really wide, so I can get it closer without having like a camera on the other side of the gym just to get the whole rack in the frame, for example. So something I really liked about this camera, and that's kind of what played a role in me buying this one specifically. But it's a Sony ZV-1 Mark II. So if you guys like it, that's the camera. Come on. I'm also repping the AN Strength Services tee today. We have them on the merch section in our website if you guys are interested in buying them. This is my coaching brand that I run with my buddy Andrew, who I think will be here later today. He loves to sleep in, so he always gets here at like noon at the earliest, and it's currently like 9 o'clock in the morning. Not optimal music in here, so I had to throw some stuff on. So this is my music you're hearing right now. This is where I usually start putting on some gear, like my belt and my wrist straps. Last SBD day, I put my knee sleeves on in 3 reds, and honestly, it was just way too much of a hassle to have them on for that long, so I'm just gonna stay away from that now. I do have the face tracking on right now, so I'm wondering if that might not be best suited for like if I'm having people behind me and I'm squatting. I don't want the focus to go to like just random people walking in the background, so this will be kind of a test run for that. I'm gonna see if that happens at all. Okay, we're actually feeling like really good. 3 reds is usually like a little bit of a shock, but that felt good. I'm thinking probably for warm-ups, I'm just gonna go straight to 4 reds, 550, 555 maybe, and then I think I'll do 560 honestly, and then do 600. Okay, so 2 more warm-ups. This is 485 right here, 4 reds. My knee sleeves surprisingly feel a little bit looser today, which is interesting, but ooh. I take that back. I'll probably just do a double with this, and then whenever I do 560, I'll just start doing singles. I could do a single with this and still be fine, but I just want to get a little bit more of a groove, and this weight shouldn't be too fatiguing for me. Like if I were to do a double with 560, that would be too much. Come on. We are feeling really nice. Don't jinx it. All right, well, I'm being a little bit more precise today, just because I can't decide between doing 550 and 560, so I'm just gonna go in between and do 555, 556. All right, last warm up right here. Time to lock in. Come on, baby. Nice. All right, top single, 600. No spots today, maybe ill-advised, but it should be okay. Yeah! All right, so very, very happy with that. Probably the most casual I've ever done 600. I think that's the first time I've hit 600 without spots before. Now I've got a back down single at 540, and then I'll probably talk to you guys a little bit more. Nice. Yeah, I can't complain with that. Let me check my back downs real quick. My back downs. I always try to get at least one set from the side just so I can check depth and bar path, and also to send to my coach. Back downs are always a good opportunity to refine your technique a little bit, maybe slow the descents down a little bit, really focus on bracing and whatnot. Shouldn't just be knocking them out as fast as you can. All right, so yeah, really good squat session. No complaints, 600 moved really well, very casual. So something that I always think about, like when I'm not getting spots for like a heavy squat or something, is this arc from The Dark Knight Rises. Bruce Wayne is stuck in this pit prison, and everybody tries to climb to get out. They always have this rope that's connected to them for that if they fall, the rope catches them so that they don't die. So nobody ever gets out, and Batman figures out the only way to get out is to not use the rope and basically bring back that fear of death. And that's the only way that you can do the impossible. So that's kind of what I always think about when I don't have a spot, is I have no choice but to get the weight up. All right, I'll see you guys for bench. Okay, so one thing that's interesting about this camera is that the battery life doesn't last super long. Like through that whole squat session, probably took me like an hour and a half, and the camera was at like half battery by then. So there's pretty much no way that the battery would last me through an entire SBD session without charging it. But luckily, it seemed to charge pretty fast. So like, I've probably been gone for like 30 minutes, just, you know, did my last set of squat, racked all the weights, and then warmed up for bench, and the battery's now fully charged. So that's a plus. But yeah, today we're gonna be working up to 335. I've got 3 singles with that, so hoping that moves well. And then 4 back down, so 7 sets in total, and then I'll move on to deadlifts. But yeah, let's get to it. So I think what I'm gonna do for warm-ups is I'm gonna take 2 reds, I'm gonna go straight to 319, and then straight to my top set, which are honestly pretty big jumps, but honestly I feel like taking the bigger jumps hasn't really been making a difference on bench at least. So might as well save time and just get right into it. Okay, so actually this is perfect. I was gonna do 319, but this is a 25-pound plate, so it's basically like 315. This will honestly be a little bit more of an in-between jump. I think this will be good. All right, so last warm-up, 315. Should be pretty easy. This one will probably be a little bit more of a shock, but then when I actually hit my top set, it'll feel probably like the same weight. All right, so top set, 335. Got this for 3 singles. So that felt good. It didn't feel heavy or anything, but I did feel like I was pushing straight up more than I was pushing back towards the rack. And when you're benching, you want to have kind of a diagonal bar path from being stacked over the shoulders. Then when you descend, you want to be kind of over that contact point on your chest, and then diagonally back up towards the rack. So I was pushing more straight up, and I need to push more straight up and back towards the rack. So I'm gonna try and lock that in right here. But if I don't, I have 2 more singles after this. That was good, definitely better, but I feel like I unracked, like I was a little bit too far up the bench, so I was kind of scared of hitting the rack when I came up. So I'm gonna try and come back a little bit. All right, so single number 2, gonna try and clean this one up a little bit more. First one was good, but I think I can make it better. I don't know, now I just feel like I'm farther back away from the rack. I just need to stop thinking about it. They've both been fine. All right, so turning the brain off, just gonna send it. Just gonna rip this and watch it be the best one. Yeah, that was good. I think they're all pretty much the same. All right, so I got 4 back down sets at 286 for sets of 4. So I'm gonna just show you guys this one set and then let the camera charge again, and then I will see you for deadlifts. Oh, yeah, that felt really good. All right. This is Andrew. This is my coaching buddy, and Strength Services. Yes, sir. He ain't even training today. He's just here for his girlfriend. Yes. Yeah. Bro's sick. He's sick, and we're 2 weeks out right now. You gotta clutch it in, bro. All right, so bench is really good. Disclaimer, that thing I said before about not having spots, it was just a thought. You should still have spots when you're doing maximal level weights. Anyways, so deadlifts, I'm gonna be working up to single at 573. Should move pretty good, but yeah, let's get to it. I'm not hungry. I usually have some fuel between like squat, bench, or deads if I have a long SBD session, but I don't know, I'm just not feeling that hungry today, so hopefully I don't feel hungry in the middle of deadlifts, but we'll see. So jump wise, I think I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. I'm gonna work up to 4 reds, and then I'm gonna do 529, which is a green, and then I'm gonna do 573, which will be the blues. I have this like cut in my hand right here. It's very, very annoying. Luckily, it's not like, if it were here, it would start to bother my pulls, but since it's like right here, it's really not, so it's just annoying. Feeling good? Yeah. One-legged RDL, 4 reds. All right, so this is my 10mm belt. I use a 10mm for deadlifts and a 13 for squat, which I've talked about before, but it's like basically the idea is like I think I need at least a little bit more support with squat because you're carrying that heavy weight on your back, whereas deadlift, you're just picking it up off the floor, and a little bit of a thinner belt might give you a little bit more space to wedge in. Nice. All right, so last warm up right here, 529. Come on. Nice. I also kind of want to steal this guy's blues, so I'm going to spot him first and then load the blues up. Always scrub the bar, guys. Come on. All right, so I got back downs at 4 reds, which is nice, just makes my life easier, to be honest. Just take the glue off and start ripping it. Usually, like I said, I usually try to get a set from the side, but there's just no shot here. One more. Uno más. All right, so good deadlift session. Nothing really to say. I mean, 570, moved good, felt good. It was a little sticky at the top, but that's nothing new. Like I had really, like my quads are kind of big and they're sticky. By the time I get the deadlifts, my quads are always like have dried sweat on them. So yeah, the bar just gets stuck, but honestly it just makes it better for meet day because when I put baby powder on, it just slides up like butter. One of the really cool things about this gym is the owner is a welder and he's put a lot of work into these machines himself. Like this, for example, you can like adjust the angle of it, which is pretty freaking cool. I've never actually used this machine before, so this is gonna be a bit of a test run. This is actually heavier than I thought it was gonna be. I think this will probably be my heaviest set because the 3 plates is harder than I thought, but I think I can still rep this out. Here we go. I think I can do another set of that. If this platform was just like a couple inches up this way, it would be perfect. You know what, mama didn't raise no bitch. I just hope I don't blow my knees out. All right, time to get stapled. Oh yeah, come on. There we go. This isn't my favorite leg curl machine because I feel like I can't get this thing low enough, so I don't get like the full range of motion. I can't fully lock out my legs, but it still gets the job done for the most part, at least. All right, last set I'll probably show you guys, and then I'm gonna go roll out, and then I'm gonna close in the car. So I'll see you guys then. All right, so final thoughts on the session. Very good session, 1,500 total. Everything moved really well. I have no complaints. Everything felt good, which is a good sign. Yeah, and I didn't even have to eat anything during the workout. Like all I had was a Powerade and the pre-workout at the beginning. And you know, there's a whole like 4-hour session, and I didn't eat anything. I'm still not even that hungry, to be honest, which is a great sign because my body weight is pretty low, or not like low, but it's at a good level. And usually when my body weight starts to drop, I tend to get hungrier faster. Like I'll be like, it'll take a shorter amount of time after I eat to get hungry. And I felt fine during this whole workout, which is a great sign. So this should be like a pretty maintainable body weight for me. And I'm thinking going into the meet, so I'm like 203.5 pounds. So I need to be 198. That's what I need to weigh in at. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to eat normally up until like 3 days out, and then I'll just do gut cut. And that way I can still maintain my calorie count and weigh in lighter, which is the idea there. So I think that will have me feeling best going into the meet. But yeah, and I like this gym. I came here today because I kind of just wanted to take advantage of the lighting in here with the camera and test it out and put it to the test, and went really well, so I'm happy with it. Yeah, I like both gyms a lot. This one, I don't like the accessories as much, even though I do like the idea that, you know, the owner put them together himself. But I feel like kind of what comes with that is that they're not quite as like fine-tuned, you know, like it's really cool, but like mechanically might not be quite as efficient as something that was made by a big name brand or something. But it is really cool. What's this guy doing right here, bro? What are you doing, bro?
Up to no good. Stalking you.
You going to your car?
I'm just putting my laptop away.
Oh, okay. It's Coach Andrew right there.
PR.
Just stand up harder.
PR in week 1. Bye-bye, everyone. Yeah,
so what was I saying? But yeah, so I do kind of like the machines at the other gym, Iron Core. So this is TFX. So it's really cool gym. And the other one is Iron Core, and that one, like, it's kind of shuttered in, like there's no windows, so the lighting isn't as good. But I do like honestly, it's just the pendulum. The pendulum squat is so good there. I literally go to that gym just for the pendulum squat. It's also a good gym to go there and lock in because there's not really anybody in that gym most of the time. So like there's very little distractions, and I can also focus on the content a little bit more. Whereas here, like this is like probably one of the more central like Orlando powerlifting gyms. The other places like kind of closer to where I live, which not as which is a little bit kind of like outskirts of Orlando. So but yeah, it's nice to go in there and lock in, but there's also never anybody in there to spot me. So I usually only come here when I need a spot, because there's always people in here. Like today was buzzing. It was Saturday. There's all the racks are taken. There's 6 combo racks in there. They're all taken up today. People were waiting for racks. But it's a really good environment. I like this gym a lot. It's like a little bit farther, and the other one, like I said, it's nicer to go on a day-to-day basis. Andrew's looking at me. So here I go less frequently. I only have like, it's called a weekend pass, but I don't have to only come on the weekends. I basically just get 8 day passes a month, whereas the other gym I have a full membership. So I go there like 90% of the time, and then I come here like whenever I feel like, whenever is a good session. Like all my friends go here, so whenever everybody's coming here, I'll be like, okay, I'll pull up, or if I just need a spot, I'll come here. So yeah, like I didn't take any spots today, but I showed up just because I wanted to take advantage of the camera. But yeah, so the Andrew, he's one of the guys that I'm going to be like, I mean, he's my coaching partner. So we're both traveling together to go to South Carolina for the meet. He's competing too, his girlfriend, and then Trent, my other friend, and his girlfriend, we're all going up there together, staying together and competing in, I think it's called Florence, South Carolina. So yeah, it's like a 6-hour drive, so I'm excited. I'm excited to document it. Also, a couple of other notes, and this is kind of me testing out the mic on the camera as well. So I guess final notes on the camera. So far, so good. Like, this is a perfect camera. This is kind of exactly what I wanted in a camera for you know, recording, for doing some YouTube content. It's very small, compact, easy to carry around, good video quality, or good enough for what I want it for. So yeah, it'll be really good for taking to the meet and, you know, vlogging the road trip and all that. So I'm looking forward to it. There's a couple kinks I had to work out. I got stuck on like slow motion for some reason, and then just now when I was trying to record, I couldn't get the camera to turn off for some reason, so I had to like take the battery out and put it back in. But yeah, other than that, looking really good. Some notes I had for squat and deadlift. So like, they're both feeling very strong. One thing I have noticed though is like squats are still definitely stronger, whereas like deadlift is definitely stronger than it's been, but it's not as strong as squat, which, I mean, it's been like that for a while. It's not new, but it's like 600 on squat at this point just feels so casual. Like I'm just floating at this point, like just kind of going through the motions. Like today, it was so casual. Best, like probably one of the best times it's like 600 has felt on my back. Probably means I had a good amount of exposure. Like something that I changed this just this block is I've been using soft sleeves on my secondary session, and I just started using stiff sleeves on my secondary session. So that's allowing me to be fatigued like a little bit less and get a hair more exposure without getting extra fatigued. And so I'm getting used to that weight being on my back a little bit more, and again, less fatigue. So that's showing up really well. Evidently, I'm gonna keep doing that. Pulls, again, are still feeling strong, but like it takes effort on 600, whereas like squat, it's like I'm not really putting a whole lot of effort into it. But 600 on deadlift, I definitely have to, I don't know, like bring out the dog a little bit. Right, and I guess the last thing is, I guess I want to talk about my meet goals a little bit. So no matter what, I'm having a crazy PR total when I hit this meet. I mean, you know, I don't want to jinx myself, but that's what I'm projected to. I'm projected to hit a pretty large margin over what I hit at the last meet, which is good. Goals, I'm not really looking for anything crazy. Like I think the competition is pretty stacked, so I don't know if I have a chance at winning, but I do think I have a chance at least podium. Arnold Sports Festival next year, there's a chance to qualify for, I think it's Battle of the Regions or something that they're holding at the Arnold Sports Festival, and basically it's top several dot scores from regionals for male and female both get invited to Battle of the Regions at Arnold Sports Festival, which would be a really cool thing to get invited to. I've never like had an invite to a meet before, so that would be really cool if I could, you know, get that dot score and get invited to it. I think I do have a pretty good chance, because if I total what I'm projected to total, I should get like a 500 dot score, which is pretty good. You know, like that definitely gives me a solid shot. But so that's pretty much it. I would like to squat 700. I definitely think I can, but it's really just a matter of if my coach allows me to, as well as I just want that 500 dot score and just a good PR total. That's pretty much it. But yeah, my coach will be there handling me. He's only handled me at one meet before, and he was very conservative at that meet, but that was when we were only working together for 3 months, and this is our 17th month working together now. So I think he's got a little more confidence in me, and I think if I give him my confidence after my second attempt, I think he will let me squat 700. So yeah, that's really all I'm looking forward to. Maybe if I have a chance on like my final pull to podium, or to maybe even pull first, I might load that up. But I think if I get the option of either pulling for the win or pulling for a 500 dot score, I think I'll honestly just pull for the 500 dot score. But we'll see. We never know. And I'm really not going to know what the competition is going to be like until meet day, because you never know who will drop out of the competition. So that's really going to be the determining factors, is when, you know, everybody weighs in and puts in their attempts and whatnot, and then we'll have a better idea of what kind of shot I have there. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to follow along. I'm gonna try and document as much of this as I can. If you're interested in coaching and in strength services, right here, follow the link in my bio. Follow me on Instagram, same username, Big Nate Energy. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.